Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ms. Tehseen Mistri and I am an assistant teacher in Anjumana Islam's AA Khatkate English Secondary School. Today we will discuss a very small and a very important topic in 7th standard science. So let us begin our discussion for today. Now we know our planet Earth. We can say that our planet is one of the most unique planets in the solar system. Why do we call it unique? Because it is the only planet which can support life. No other planet is capable of doing so. So when we talk about the word life, we mean living things. Living things include humans, animals and birds, and all the different types of plants. All these together make up living things. All these actually show specific characteristics like growth and development, reproduction, movement, death. These characteristics are specific only to the living organisms. Now, I mentioned one characteristic, that is growth and development. We know that for growth and development, living things require a magical product, and the magical product is food. Very simple. We all require food for our growth and for our proper development. We have already spoken of how humans and animals use the food from different sources. When the food enters the body, this food gives us energy, and this energy helps us to grow and to develop. So when we talk about plants, where do you think plants get their food from? How do they prepare their food? How do they eat that food? And how do they use it? That is what we are going to study today. So before we begin, let us have a look at this plant leaf over here. Now we know majority of the plants that we see around us have lush green leaves. Leaves which are green in color, no matter even if they are of different shapes or sizes. So why is it so that all the leaves are green in color? These leaves of the plants, they contain cells. Cells, as we know, all living organisms are made up of cells. Plant cells, animal cells. So when we talk about leaves, leaves are also made up of these basic structural and functional units that are known as cells. These plant cells contain these small ingredients or small compartments which are known as chloroplast. So basically the green color of all the plants comes from the chloroplast. The chloroplast contains a green colored pigment, a green colored substance which gives this green color to the plant leaves and the plant stems. So at least for now, we have understood the basic concept of why plants have green color. Now let us move ahead. Let us now see how plants actually prepare their food and how do they use it. So we will take this plant over here as our sample. Now we know that plants, they cannot move. They have roots, and these roots help the plant to stay stiff in one place inside the soil. But apart from this, roots also play another very important role, and that is the roots, they absorb water and nutrients from the soil, and they supply this water and nutrients to the plant. So as we can see here in this plant, we know these are the roots, and this is the green part which is present outside. So what are the roots doing here? The roots, these blue arrows indicate that the roots are absorbing water and nutrients, and this is then pushed in the upward direction through the plant body. So, let us now come to the topic of food preparation in plants. For preparing food, plants require chlorophyll. As we have already spoken, chlorophyll is a green colored substance which is found in the leaves of all plants. So plants require chlorophyll. The second ingredient that the plants require for preparing their food is sunlight. The third ingredient is carbon dioxide gas, which is present in the surrounding air. So plants first require the green colored substance chlorophyll, then they require sunlight, next they require carbon dioxide gas. Apart from these three ingredients, they also require water and nutrients which they get from the soil. So, when we talk about this process of food preparation in plants, we can define this process. With the help of sunlight and chlorophyll, which is a green colored substance, plants make their own food in their leaves. Why in the leaves? Because chlorophyll is found in the leaves of plants. So plants, with the help of the sunlight, they absorb the sunlight just like a tissue paper absorbs water. Plants absorb the sunlight. Then they use the chlorophyll which is naturally present inside their leaves, and they prepare their food. For preparing food, they also use water and nutrients from the soil and carbon dioxide gas from the surrounding air. This entire process of food preparation in plants is called photosynthesis. Photo, it means light, and synthesis means putting together. So we can clearly state that photosynthesis means to synthesize, to prepare with the help of light. Now this photosynthesis process is also denoted with the help of a chemical equation. The equation is 6 molecules of carbon dioxide gas combine with 6 molecules of water. Together they combine in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to give us the food, that is glucose. Glucose is nothing but it is the simplest form of sugar or carbohydrate. So we'll do this again. 6 molecules of carbon dioxide combined with 6 molecules of water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, and then they are converted to the actual food, that is glucose and 6 molecules of oxygen. So what have we seen here? Plants, they absorb the sunlight and they convert this sunlight into food which is stored in their bodies. For this, they also need other ingredients like chlorophyll, which is found naturally in the leaves of all green plants. They require carbon dioxide gas, which they absorb from the surrounding air. They also require water and nutrients, which are absorbed from the soil by the roots, and they are transported to the leaves. And that is how the entire process of food preparation, which is called photosynthesis, takes place inside the plant body. Now we have already seen that when the food enters our body, it needs to be transported to the different organs, to the different parts. So when this plant food which is prepared in the leaves, it has to be transported to the other parts of the plant body as well, like the stems, the roots. So there must be a transport system for doing so. The transport system is very simple in the case of plants. We know that all the living creatures be it animals, humans, or for that matter even plants. All of us are made up of the very basic structural and functional units which are called cells. Cells combine to form tissues. When we talk about plants, plants have two different types of tissues. The first is called phloem, as we can see here on the screen, and the other tissue is called xylem. These two tissues are found throughout the plant body, but they have very specific function. So let us understand the function of the xylem and the phloem tissues. So here is the xylem and phloem tissue structure. It's a bit complex, but the function is very simple to understand. The transport system, we can say, in plants consists of xylem and phloem tissues. So what does the xylem do? The xylem will transport minerals and water from the root to all the aerial parts of the plant. Xylem and phloem are found in the roots of the plants, they are found in the stems, and they are also found in the leaves. But the function of these two tissues is very different. What will the xylem do? The xylem will mainly conduct water, and the phloem, it will mainly conduct and store the organic food. So this xylem tissue, it will start absorbing water, and it will then transport this water from the roots to the stem, from the stem to the leaves. Then after the entire process of photosynthesis is completed inside the leaves, this food is transported with the help of the phloem tissue to the stem and then the roots of the plants. So that is how the function of the two tissues differ. So xylem, it will absorb and it will transport water and minerals from the roots to the stem, and from the stem to the leaves and other parts of the plant body. And what will the phloem do? The phloem will conduct food, that is, it will transport the food which is prepared inside the leaves. The food will be transported from the leaves to the stem, and from the stem to the roots. So today we have discussed in detail about the food preparation system in plants, which is called photosynthesis, and then we also spoke about how this food which is prepared inside the leaves of plants, how it is actually transported to the other parts of the plant body. So for now, thank you very much all of you, and have a nice day.